Day 12 in a third world prison. I spent 5 days in Punta Gorda jail and then was transported to Central Belize prison. This is my 7th day in Central Belize prison. And this day, I learned that the prison guards rotate. And so not the same guards have night shift. Not the same guards have day shift. A week at a time, they switch. And so this week, the night guards were people that did not care that the rest of the prisoners or the rest of the prison was silently trying to sleep. And so I woke up in the middle of the night to radios. They had turned their walkie-talkies up as loud as possible. And so all through the night, their walkie-talkies were connected to the entire prison, even on the men's side, which there was literally like a college dorm. It was like thousands of men over there. And so the walkie-talkie would just be going off all night, both of them at full blast volume. It sucked. So I just lie there in bed and just listen to the walkie-talkies. And then also they were having a conversation amongst themselves and they decided not to lower it. They decided to be as loud as possible. So yeah, I didn't get much sleep on day 7. So eventually lights came on and typical fashion, there's a roach story. I woke up and I looked out into the hallway and there were dead roaches everywhere. The gigantic, scary roaches from hell were in the middle of the aisle or the hallway. And there was, I don't know, it was like a handful of them, 6 or 8 of them that had been smashed and were in the middle of the aisle. I have no idea how they got to that hallway. I must have I thought I didn't sleep all night, but I must have slept at some point when somebody was killing roaches. So yeah, that happened. And then I had my morning routine. I did my workout. I took my time for God. I went to my shower. And on my way back from the shower, I went to brush my teeth. And a little roach was walking, like not one of those gigantic roaches, another one of a different size and variety, came out of the sink to greet me. So I turned the water on thinking, okay, let me turn the water on. I'm going to flush you away. He just looked at me and was just like, and then turned around and went back down the drain. They swim too. It's so gross. So I read a passage from John chapter 10, verse 10 during my morning devotion. So I'd like to share it with you before I journaled for the day. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and abundance. John 10, verse 10. Those who love you are not your enemy. Avoid petty fighting that makes you both vulnerable to the devil or evil energy behavior. I went on to write, my ex chose the devil. He chose to be evil, to act evil. He would articulate what he did wrong to me, apologize, and promise to do better. Promise to get counseling. He carried on like that for 2 years before I let my love for him go, because he did not love me. Our conflicts were based on evil. He chose evil. And when I finally got away, he chose evil to take an innocent baby away from her mother. He was backed by his parents, sister, brother-in-law, and an Ethiopian community on the East Coast. An unlawful judge in California even helped him. I witnessed firsthand the corruption in the family court system, a system that has decriminalized domestic abuse, domestic violence. Crimes committed on the street are covered up and committed. Crimes on the street are covered up if they're committed in one's home. This man assaulted me physically and sexually, controlled my finances, controlled my medical care, watched my every move, would physically trap me in the house. I watched him boldly lie in court. The judge willfully accepted his lies despite evidence that I showed he was lying. And this man became empowered to lie and continue to abuse my daughter and I. The system has failed us. The system has failed my daughter. The family judge has no regulations. No one is recording her. She controls when and when not to record her hearings. Lawyers are not reporting her, but a select few have warned me about her. And that was the end of my journal entry for day 12.